Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, kindly click the subscribe button. It is a red button down there. And if you are an old member of this family, welcome back to my channel guys. I hope you all are doing really cool. I am fine, as you can see. So my name is Stella, as always. Don't get tired of hearing my name. And I am an education and lifestyle YouTuber. I'm new on YouTube, yeah. Thank you guys for your support so far in my videos. My last video got a lot of comments. It was quite a controversial topic. Like I said in the last video, I talked about my honest truth to graduates from Nigeria, especially first class graduates. And I just knew when I shot that video, that when I filmed that video, that I know people will have their own reservations about my opinion, but it's fine. I got all your comments. In fact, all your points were quite valid, but it was just my honest truth, and I mean, I was being realistic. So thank you guys for your likes. Thank you for sharing, for all those who shared. In fact, a very big shout out to one of my favorite YouTubers. She commented on my video. Auntie B, Obodo Ibo TV. My goodness, I have not eaten since that day you commented on my video. I have not eaten. I'm yet to recover from the excitement. Like, I can't believe you had the time to go through my video and to see what I am up to. Thank you so much, Ma, for tuning into my channel all the way from the UK. And yeah, I look forward to being good so that you can watch my videos more and also recommend my videos. Thank you so much. So today's video, it's a kind of recommended video. Remember my first video, I asked for suggestions, and a lot of you suggested this particular video that I'm going to be doing today. You wanted to know, for those of you who knew that I did my master's degree in India, you wanted to know my story, how I came about India in the first place, and how I managed to go to India for my master's, and how studying in India went for me. So it's going to be a very long video, and I don't want to make it just one because it will get boring. I would like to think it will get boring. So what I plan to do is, wherever I stop today, I'm going to break the video into parts. If I'm able to cover up to 50% today, then it will be in 2 parts. Else it will have to be in 3 or 4 parts. That means for the next 3 videos you'll be seeing, it will just be about my studying in India and all that blah blah. So today I'll be concentrating on, firstly, how I even came about India, and then how I got to travel to India for my master's degree. So before I go into this video, it's very sad. I don't know about other parts of the world, but in Nigeria, a lot of people who know certain things like to hide that information. I'm not saying that information should be free. Yes, if you choose to make yours if you choose to market yours, or yes, market yours, like get money from telling people what you know, it's cool. But it's very bad that people hide information from their younger ones. They don't want people to know how they became successful. It's so sad. Growing up, I never understood how people just travel abroad to go and do to study generally. Excuse me. To study generally, it was something I found I wasn't sure that I was in that category of people who could actually go abroad for their studies, until I got to my university, where I was fortunate enough to win a particular scholarship. I'm going to tell that story some other time. So I won a scholarship that helped me through my undergraduate studies in Sokoto. It was a national scholarship and a very nice one. That was when I became exposed to scholarships. Like, really, it's possible to actually get a scholarship that can see you through studies, like companies sponsoring you. And I also got to know that that same body that sponsored that sponsored me for some time in my undergraduate studies also sponsors graduates outside Nigeria. And that was when I became a little bit exposed to other scholarships, like the presidential scholarship then, which sponsors first class graduates from Nigeria to study in the abroad. If not, I never knew of these things. Now I started making more inquiries about scholarships that could take me abroad to study. I just knew, I'm not even sure if all these things work out. I started to think that it may just be that this abroad thing, it will be just be for a particular set of people. Ordinary people like us may not even get it. You know, all that kind of pessimism. So it was until after my graduation when I went for holidays in Lagos. Yes, after I graduated, I went to Lagos to spend some time with my sister. While I was there, I had all the luxury of time to do a lot of research. I was always on the internet trying to get information about schools. And then my friend Ogochukwume, shout out to you, Oga. Ogochukwume introduced me to this really nice lady, Dr. Rita Oji, who is a Nigerian working in Canada. She's into academics in Canada. So I got in touch with her, I discussed with her, and she encouraged me. She told me a whole lot of things that I needed to know about securing a scholarship to study outside Nigeria. So that was when I became more exposed to scholarship opportunities. So I'm going to do a more detailed video on getting a scholarship to study abroad. This is just my story, so I won't be giving too many details. So I started to search for schools in the UK. Especially I was applying. Okay, I didn't start applying at the time. I was just getting information because as at that time I didn't have a result. Remember, I just graduated, so I was just getting information on requirements and all that good stuff. So I had so many schools on my diary then. So after bringing out all these requirements, I just knew that all I needed right now was to go for my national youth service, and while I am serving, just begin to apply. And that was exactly what happened. As soon as I was done with my while I was doing my national service, I began to apply to every school I knew about in the UK. My goodness, as far as I meet up with your requirements, I'm applying. Shout out to Juwon and Steven, and of course Michael. My goodness, these three guys, especially Juwon and Steven, we were neighbors in my lodge then when we were 7. We were just applying to all schools. Stephen is in Canada today. Juwon, of course, is done with his master's degree and is working. So yeah. Now, while I was making all this application, I got admission into some universities in the UK. Getting a scholarship was now a little bit difficult for me. I was still applying. Now, how did I get to know about India? All this story I'm telling you, I have never thought about going to study in India because I don't even know why, seriously. Until because I started asking lots of questions, communicating with my professors that this is what I want to do after my national service. I want to leave Nigeria, I want to go into my master's, and I cannot afford to sponsor myself. I need to get a full scholarship. I was not even looking for a part scholarship. I was looking for a partial scholarship. I was looking for a full scholarship. So yeah, until I met I communicated with Mr. A.M. Lawa, who was my lecturer at my undergraduate level. Shout out to Mr. Lawa. I know you're watching my video. You commented on my last 2 videos and that was cool. So I chatted him up and we got talking. I was just telling him about my plans and everything because he was one of those lecturers also who, while we were in school, all of a sudden he disappeared and we were told he had gone to England for studies. I'm like, how does this thing even happen? They just stand up and they go to England to study. So he recommended India. He was like, he knows somebody who graduated from my school who is currently in India doing his master's degree in chemistry, that I should get in touch with him so he tells me about the scholarship which he's on. And that was it. That was how India came into picture. I quickly communicated with him, and this him is no other but my brother from northern Nigeria, Abdul. Abdul is currently in France doing his PhD. Abdul is like my brother. He's like a biological brother self. So I got in touch with Abdul. I never met him, but I heard his story. He was the best graduate student in my department. He was my senior, of course. I got in touch with him. Abdul told me, wow, yes, he really wants me to come to India. You have to come to India. So Abdul sent me the link for the scholarship, which was not on at the time, but he wanted me to know about it. The scholarship is Indian Council for Cultural Relations. I will tell you more about it in later videos. So he told me about it. I went online. I'm a very curious person. I don't care if this is the time for applying. All I needed was to know about the scholarship and get all my papers ready. So I got all my documents ready. Everything that was needed was just waiting for them to say, now we are open for application. So that was it. That was how I stumbled upon the scholarship to study in India. The application was quite rigorous. Some days I just lock myself up in my room. I'm just busy putting my documents together and all that good stuff. So that was it. That was how I got to apply for the scholarship to go to India. And I waited and waited and waited. While I was waiting, of course, I was applying to other scholarships, because of course you can't put all your eggs in one basket. So while I was waiting, I kept on applying to other scholarships in the UK and every other place. Until one fateful day in, I think, January 2016, I got a mail requesting that I come over for interview. In fact, it was awesome. So I'm going to end this video at this point because if I decide to continue this story from the very point of going for the interview, it's going to be really long, because it's a long story. But yeah, what I would just say is, please, when you have information, when you have achieved a level of success, let others know how you did it. If you want to charge money for it, fine and good, but at least just let somebody know how you did it. Especially this issue of students graduating and going abroad for further studies. A lot of people find it difficult to understand how it happens, but when those who have successfully gone and come back, or who are still there, when they go, they should be able to give information to others. This is how I was able to do it, so that others too can learn, and we will be progressing like that. Seriously, I think we really need to. Ever since I got my scholarship to go to India, it has been a burden in my heart to tell 1, 2, 3, 4 everybody that I know who is interested in studying abroad. I just want to tell you about how I was able to get a scholarship to go to India. And I even go to the extent of encouraging you, don't just think about India alone. Think about bigger places. Think about European schools. Think about American schools. All these things are possible. So yeah, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. If you're not yet subscribed to my channel, kindly click the subscribe button. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up, and I would like us to keep this conversation going. Tell me your own experience about, for those of you watching me who must have studied outside Nigeria, how you were able to leave Nigeria to go for your further studies, the challenges you had to go through securing a scholarship for those of you who went on scholarship, and for those who went on their self-sponsored. You can also drop me your comments on how you juggle through your admission process and all that blah blah. I'll be waiting to read your comments in the comment section, and I will see you guys in my next video, where I will just continue this story and possibly end it in that video. Thank you very much guys for tuning in once again. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.